Hi, this is Jamie Castillo, and this is my video response for PE 582, going over my different strengths. So the five strengths that I had was believe, woo, communication, developer, and connectedness. So the first one was belief, and what I took out from the video and from the synopsis was that it's not a spiritual or religious thing, but it's standing by your moral and moral values. So I am Catholic, and I do take a lot of my religious values, sportsmanship, treating others with kindness, um, doing your best and trying to help others. So I definitely have these different moral values, and some of them are less spiritual than others, but I do try to put this into practice at my work, where I coach, at the place where I am a receptionist. Being honest and knowing what your part is and doing good, trying to be better as a human, not necessarily better in your work, but better as a human being, because you're going to connect with other people. And I feel as a leader, if you're looking from a leadership standpoint, these are very strong. If you have morals and you're trying to teach those morals to other people, you need to stand by them. You can't just say, "Oh, these are good Christian values," and then do whatever you want. But you do need to have those moral values. You do need to stand by them, and in that sense, I'm very glad that I have one of those strengths. The second one was Woo, and this one kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. I didn't know how to take it like right off the bat. What I did like from the video short that I watched was that she said there are no strangers in your world, just friends you haven't met yet. And although I kind of joke this is a trait in my family, I feel like we connect with a lot of people. We definitely can go into a full room and not necessarily be a center of attention, but we love to talk to different people and communicate and discuss different things. We like to see the similarities. We like to hear people's stories. So that's in my family in general, and then for myself, like I don't have a problem meeting other people. What I was reading on it was that um, you attract people, and people are also attracted to you. There's a story behind you that people you can find the smallest detail and be similar. You can find something in common, and even being completely uncommon makes you have something in common. So I do love to get to know people in that sense. And I think, again, looking at a leadership standpoint, you do need to attract people. You need to be able to connect with different ones and understand them and have them understand yourself in order to even run an organization like that. Third was communication. I felt like this went right alongside with Woo, but more probably on a broader scale, like public speaking or being able to do speaking in a office environment in some sort. I definitely think this is one of my strengths. I've never had a problem with public speaking, um, presenting in front of others. In front of family is a little bit different because they can judge you a little bit more, but I've been able to perform and I've been able to do I do great under that kind of pressure. So I can definitely see how this is something. Communication for myself, I feel that it's a very important thing in any type of environment. So if we're looking at leadership or we're looking at anything to do with athletics, communication is key. I mean, right now we have it kind of easy where we can send emails like left and right and get almost an immediate response from people. But when you take those layers away, let's say you only have a fax machine. In some cases, that's the truth. Or you only have mail, like snail mail. I feel like for myself, like I can manage those two different things. Like I know how to communicate well with others, communicate ahead of time. There's going to be a lack of communication sometimes. Sometimes there's going to be barriers, and I feel that I have the skills necessary to like break down those barriers. I know how to communicate with other people. Of course, you can always learn a little bit more, and I feel like I'm going to do that with myself. So I'm looking forward to how that's going to kind of progress down the line. Fourth was developer, and I really, really like this strength for myself. I didn't ever see myself as this. I didn't even know this was like really a trait that you can have. So what I got from the video was that it's because you're passionate. You see the potential in others, and I loved that line from her. Because I coach right now, I coach between the ages of 7-year-olds to 13-year-olds. Of course, my swim team goes from 7-year-olds to 18-year-olds, but that is my little area, and I'm the head coach, and everyone asks me like, why don't you want to coach the elite swimmers? I I love coaching them, but I want to be that spark that like ignites the flame in the swimmers. I love watching swimmers like they come in, they don't really know if they like the sport very much, so they give it a try. They don't have good technique, so I teach them. They get a little bit faster and they're like, "Hey, I'm good at this. Oh, hey, I want to be better at this." And I see their eyes brighten up, and that's what gives me such great joy. Like I love being able, you know what? They're a backstroker, or they're a breaststroker, or sweetheart, you are not good at swimming at all, but I know you're good at soccer, and I know you have that, and I can go talk to the parents and be like, his passion is not here at swimming. His passion is in this other group, and I think he would thrive so much more. So I tell everyone that I want to be that spark. I just want to be the spark that ignites the flame. And then once that flame is lit and it's burning and they have that passion themselves and they want to do better, I can send them off to the next coach where that flame is just going to get like blown on, and it's going to enlarge and it's going to be amazing. So being a developer and seeing the potential in others, I definitely agreed with. And then lastly was connectedness. This was another struggle of mine. I didn't really understand what it meant, but reading the synopsis, not even like listening to the video, I got the understanding that things happen for a reason, and understanding that things happen for a reason. And you can't control everything, but you can control the next step. You can control your emotions by knowing this. And listening to the lady on the video talk about it and explaining that, this is not necessarily, it could be religious, it could be a spiritual thing. Things happen for a reason. Oh, God made it happen, a miracle, whatever you want to say, but I definitely agree with this. I say it all the time. I struggled through my undergrad. There was challenges left and right, and at one point I had to drop out of school. And I felt that the reason behind it was I needed to be closer with my family. I needed to reconnect those bonds. I needed to find myself going to work. So definitely things happen for a reason. And as a leader and looking at that viewpoint one more time, I feel that if you understand that things happen for a reason, you not only justify the wrong, like the bad, like bad things happen to good people, and they lose their faith. They lose that will to want to do better. But as a leader, you can say, things happen for a reason. There's another outlet. We're going to get over this challenge. You're going to grow as a person. Maybe you'll go a different route. Maybe you're going to keep going on this route and show that you're, resilient. And your passion is going to drive you. There's different things. But definitely that one line that everything happens for a reason was definitely something that connected with me. It's another a strength that I didn't realize I had. So I am looking forward to like kind of investigating more on that and kind of like building on it. So that's that. If anybody else has any like comments or like how they feel about like those strengths, I definitely look forward to hearing them. Have a good day.